Hey guys. All right, can you hear me? Martha, April, hey H Bird. Custom Limited Chevy Queen. Tony, I saw. April, Tilly, hey GB, Catherine, hey Patty H. How is everyone tonight? I'm almost ready, guys. I'm having my cat's being a little monster. All right, thank you, Custom. I'm good, Martha. I'm always good. So, where do you guys think Mr. Brian Laundrie's hanging out? Where is Brian Laundrie? And who is going to find him? Hey, Nikki. I grew up in Florida. I've been to Panama City. I've got a lot of friends in the Pensacola area. Hey, Tawny. Hola. So, where do you guys think Brian Laundrie's hiding out? I'm curious. And then I've got some little things I want to go over. Those islands Hummingbird thinks. I don't know, Hummingbird. I lived in the Keys for about 4.5 years when I was, young and cute. And even like going to Riviera Beach and being out in Peanut Island or going to Key Biscayne and being out on the mangroves, and anyone who knows that area and has been out to the Everglades or any part or Big Pine or any of that area, I don't think it is easy to survive with the salt water. It's drying, you can't drink it, there's not much to eat unless you're going to go fishing. But I think he's got a better chance of being out with alligators and rattlesnakes. Because believe it or not, there is a lot of vegetation that you can unfortunately survive out in the Everglades, like worms and the lily pads. You can actually eat a lot of the greenery as vegetables. Like my uncle used to run an airboat tour out of Holiday Park, and they used to go out there and show you the gators and teach you how to survive, and then bring you out to like this little Indian reservation where they would wrestle gators. Yeah. All right, let's see what I have on my notes, guys. Trying to get organized in my old years. All right, let's check out some Twitter, guys, first. Let's see what the new thing is with Brian and, of course, the bounty hunter, a dog. Where's Gamer Guy? Hello. Gamer Guy, I hope so. Gamer Guys, we are so close to catching Brian. I feel like tomorrow they will get him. I hope so. I just hope that they don't have to kill an alligator to get him. Did you guys see that we're in Louisiana, I think it was, where that man went missing during the hurricane and he was eaten by an alligator? And they actually just found him the other day because they caught the alligator and decided to do an autopsy. Yeah, and they found that man's body parts in there. You saw that, Gamer? Crazy. Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, oh, damn, it's not Brian. Oh, they did. Yeah, that is sad. He got eaten by an alligator. All right. So everyone's probably seen all this stuff because, I just kind of wanted to recap the day and wait till everything was out, but maybe some of us haven't. I myself haven't seen this video, so I'm going to play it. One second, guys. Yeah. What I keep thinking about regarding Brian and what happened in Wyoming, like I can speculate all day long. Do I think he woke up and he was going to premeditate and kill Gabby? No. I think he probably snapped. Something went wrong, unfortunately. And who knows with the books and stuff that man was reading and his music choice. I just feel like he could have there could have been so many scenarios after all the what ifs to save Gabby, but unfortunately we can't go back and change that now. Rest in heaven, Gabby. But why, like, if it was me, not that I would do something like that, but something awful happened, I would just probably call my mom and be like, hey, I woke up and Gabby in the van was gone. Like, I don't think Brian wants to be found. Custom limited, I think it was a crime of passion. Me too. I don't think he was plotting to kill Gabby, but that's my own opinion. I don't care who finds him. I hope that he is just found. Let's just watch good old dog out here getting some sun and exercise. I bet you there's like water moccasins there too. All right. There's no sound on it. Well, that's exciting. Hey, Tony G. Hey, Linky. Yeah, he will be found eventually. Just a question of when. Let's go check on Brian's page. Hummingbird mentioned something about a link I think she's dropping for me in Discord. Forget what it was though. I was actually talking to her on the phone and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. It's time to go live. Let me get Brian's. Hi, Carp DM. Only thing that bothers me is that all these people hunting for him didn't pop up until the reward got a good size, right? I actually called into Gray tonight and I told him that I live at the end of the Appalachian Trail. I don't think he's going to come all the way to the northeast though. But I'm like, I'm going to go sit out there in a chair with some night vision goggles on, like the guy from Silence of the Lamb, and wait for Brian to walk by. So this is 1 hour ago. Let's see what this is.
Again, using helicopters and boats to search lakes.
And I know most of you might have seen it, but I haven't seen it.
Today, 2 searches in the manhunt for Brian Laundrie. One at the Carlton Reserve, where police are suddenly back again, using helicopters and boats to search lakes. The The other is happening at Fort DeSoto campground. It's not police searching here, it's Dog, the bounty hunter.
We're out here at the island. This would be and could be a perfect spot for him to hide.
We have confirmed what Dog first told us, that the Laundrie family was camping here after Brian returned from Florida without Gabby. We also confirmed today the FBI has surveillance video from the campground. I spoke to Dog's daughter, Lisa Chapman, tonight. She's helping coordinate the search. Lisa, what do you know that makes you believe that Brian Laundrie is out there alive near that campground tonight?
We have gotten multiple credible leads that we were able to verify, both through technology and through witnesses. So we're pretty sure that he's stashed out on those islands, stashing out in the daytime and mostly active, after the parks are closed and everyone goes home.
This is a look from the sky at the area where the Laundrie family camped out.
You're looking at Fort DeSoto campgrounds, and this is campsite 1 back in the trees right in this area.
Have you seen anything out there? Has your dad seen anything that would indicate that Brian Laundrie is there?
Yes, we believe we found some personal items yesterday.
What's interesting is, according to Instagram pictures, Brian Laundrie has been to both search locations in the past. This photo from February shows Brian and Gabby at the campground. And this photo from July of last year shows him at the Carlton Reserve. Also today, new questions about a possible Brian Laundrie burner phone. Is it true? And does Brian have a phone with him now? The Laundrie family attorney says, to my knowledge, they did purchase a new phone, and it's the same phone that Brian left at home, which the FBI is now in possession of. And I asked Dog's daughter more specifically, what did they find out there at the campground? She says that they believe they did find personal items in Brian's and an actual campsite, Marnie.
Wow. A lot happening today, Brian. Is there any chance, have police said, I know they're being very tight-lipped, but could Brian have had multiple burner phones? So they think they have the one in possession. Could he have another?
Absolutely. It is possible, and we just don't know. All we have to go on right now when it comes to the whole burner phone issue is what the lawyer told us, the Laundrie family attorney. And it was interesting in that statement. He said, to my knowledge, he knows that the Laundries bought a phone, but he says that phone stayed back here at the house after Brian went missing, and that the FBI has it now.
The other thing that I find curious, Brian, one, it seems like he knew that campsite pretty well, so he would know where to go if he didn't want to be found. But the other thing I wonder is if the family has shared that he may have left with any cash or enough food or water to survive for days or weeks.
Well, first of all, we assume he does know the campsite well for two reasons. First of all, in the Instagram posts, he's been there. He's posted photos from there. He's visited there. He was living in this area for a while. And then also we know that he was there with his parents on that camping trip at the beginning of September. So he likely does know it well. The question of does he have money? Again, we don't know the answer. We can go back to the federal arrest warrant that says that he used a stolen debit card. Was he able to get cash off that debit card that he still has right now? Another unknown.
Wow. And if his family was out there, could they have stashed food or water in a certain place that he could keep tapping into to continue to survive? All good questions tonight. Brian Enton will be talking to you later on in the show.
I don't know if I'm buying him being at those islands. I just don't see it. And listening to Gray Hughes earlier, when he had said, which I didn't even actually think about until I heard Gray say it, was if he went and got the burner phone after the fact of supposedly being at DeSoto, it's just like so many things that just don't add up. And why do the feds keep going back to the Carlton Reserve? Wait. Let me go to StreamYards and post that comment. Did you all see that John Walsh said her body, that she was beaten to death, Gabby. But they made the two reservations. The one on Memorial Day weekend was canceled. They went the other time. And but the burner phone and all of that was after the fact. Now, do they see him on the camera when they buy the phone? I don't know anything about that. Hummingbird is so deep into this case that she's like my Google Maps. He said it to Anderson Cooper on CNN. I love Anderson Cooper, but my favorite is and don't get mad at me people. I love Don Lemon. I don't know why, but I just love him. Lanky Tour John Walsh has said that. Yeah, I can look. I can probably. What time is it? 11:15. Don Lennon's on CNN from 10 to 12. I'll put it on in the background and see if I hear him say it. Humanimal. Hey, girl. Check DMs. What DMs? Are you not talking to me? Oh, Hummingbird's talking to me. I thought that was human animal. I got to get some good glasses. I've got to get some good glasses. Okay. Holy cow, in my back? I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Okay. Am I here? Hi. Hey, Sandy. Shell. I don't know what happened. That was like totally weird. Usually, if my internet goes out, my TV goes out too. But just the net went out. I think my cat was mad and he probably just went out there and pulled out the power to the router. How are you, Shell? Sandy, hello. Hey, Amy. Good night, Custom. All right, let me turn Dawn down because I was actually waiting to see if they mention what a Carpe DM said earlier about that's horrible. I can't even think about that. That really, you really think? Okay, I'll check the email in a minute, Carpe. Let me just go through a couple of my notes that I made. I also want to discuss do you guys remember the man that I said went missing in Teton National Park around the time Gabby went missing and those girls went missing and then the girls were found? I want to touch on that as well. And of course, I want to see these couple of videos that I didn't have time to see today. Yeah, they found him. I want to give an update on him as well. Let me just make sure that I click the audio button. Remind me also, please, to check that email because I see squirrels sometimes, guys. I want to hear what Petito's family lawyer said about the campground. I just don't feel that he's at those islands. They might have left stuff there like to make them think that he was around there before he headed somewhere else. They could have left the car at Carlton Reserve to make them think that that's where he last was. There's so many possibilities. Or he offed himself. Who said that there was a gun missing from the Laundrie's home? Carpe Diem. Who was from Texas, Brian? No, they come from New York.
Don't book a cheap hotel.
Who, Carpe? Oh, I'm sure they probably have been checking into a lot of people's phones. If you were lost and you were kidnapped and you had to either choose for the FBI to come and find you or Dog the Bounty Hunter, Who would you choose? I would choose Hummingbird. But if you had to choose either Doug or the FBI to come find you, who would you put your money on? Gray Hughes. Ah, all right, let's get past this video and let's see what they talk about the campsite. Sorry if you guys have seen it, but I haven't.
Well, this morning, new information about the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie and his parents just days before Gabby Petito was reported missing.
We're learning his family spent some time at a nearby park. 8 on your sides, Marco Villarreal joining us live this morning from outside the Laundrie house in Northport with this update. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Well, 8 on your side has been able to confirm through multiple sources that the Laundrie family did, in fact, spend time at Fort DeSoto Park September 6th through the 8th. And through a public records request, we were able to get the documents that show Roberta Laundrie reserved a campsite there. Later, their attorney confirmed that Brian and his parents did, in fact, spend those days at Fort DeSoto and that they all left the park. 4 days later, on September 11th, Gabby's mom reported her missing. Brian's family says they last saw him in hiking gear going to Carlton Reserve on the 14th. And then just last week, the FBI issued an arrest warrant for Brian. The Petito family attorney spoke about Brian's disappearance at a press conference yesterday in New York.
The Laundries did not help us find Gabby. They're sure is not going to help us find Brian.
Now, the Laundrie parents have not been charged with anything related, any crime connected to the Gabby Petito case, but many this morning still wondering as this new information comes out what this means as more questions surface. For now, reporting live in Northport, Marco Villarreal, 8 on your side.
Addiction can happen fast. Physical dependence on opioids can happen.
He was actually kind of cute. Hummingbird Dog got them new info. They didn't get the video from DeSoto until Dog brought it to their attention. Who, the FBI, or did the FBI know about it before Dog got there? We do care about all missing people. Yeah, and then weird too, like I had mentioned, that another thing too is that in April 2021, Brian and Gabby visited Blood Mountain in Georgia. Now that Blood Mountain is on the Appalachian Trail. And then this picture that I got from Hummingbird. Can you zoom in on this thing? Was in Fort DeSoto Historical Fort. He is such a creeper. And then another thing too I want to look at real quick is when they were trying to sell their house. 2017, right, Hummingbird? Somebody had mentioned that the picture of his bedroom was a picture from the old house in New York or Venice or the condo, whatever, but it was not. Because they have owned the house on Wabasso since 2015. I actually had the deed to the house. The bank was out of Salt Lake City, Utah. sold to Brian's mom and dad, 2015. And we also know that they stayed in New York for a while, and they also had that I'm going to show you here in this article, that condo. Not to mention the property in Hanananan. Ah, shit, Hanananan, North Carolina. Hey, Mercedes girl, stop calling me ma'am because I'm older than you, Hummingbird. Also, guys, we did get, thank God, the Hummingbird, my lifesaver. We have the Discord ready to go. Book club ready to go. I'm going to check the poll too and see what book we're going to start with. And I plan on doing the book club weekly, so it doesn't have to be. Like, you guys will see what I'm talking about in the Discord, how it can be any crime book, anything. Anything related to a missing story or a missing person or anything. Any books that intrigue and people want to read. So, see what Hummingbird says. They sold 3 properties in March. So this article actually I found really kind of interesting. I was going to do a video on it and I thought, nah, I'm going to wait. Let me mute this site in case stuff wants to start playing. I'm not going to read the whole article because we know most of this, but I just want to touch on. The Post has acquired photos inside the family's 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in Northport, Florida, which was purchased by the Laundries in 2015 for $120,000. 2 years later, they attempted to list the home for $215,000 with a price reduction a month later. The Laundries took the home back off the market shortly after in January of 2018. So here, only of the images from the 2017 real estate listings takes us inside Brian's presumed bedroom, a disturbing poster of dark figures with hammers and spheres violently attacking other figures can be seen resting on the 2K's bookshelf. Now, this is on my community post, guys, so if you want to get this picture, other items observed in the room include what appears. Let me zoom this page in a little bit. What else? Other items observed. Where did you go? Yeah, he's got a dark side in the room. What are you doing? Go away. Include what appears to be gun propped up next to the shelves over his bed, a Darth Vader mask, and a series of Watchmen books. I can't see chat right now, guys. So we got the Darth Vader mask. I guess it looks like an American flag burnt up here in the corner. Oh, look at the hat. I guess he likes those little straw round hats. Batman. I guess those are the Watchmen series. Yeah, he definitely has a dark side. See what else is in here that's anything new. And then they talk about Watchmen takes place in an alternative world where the mere presence of American superheroes changed history. The U.S. won the Vietnam War. Nixon is still president, and the Cold War is in full effect. So then it's like unfolding into a planet altering conspiracy. When a retired hero is killed, his former teammates must investigate. And then social media sleuths claim Laundrie, apparently an avid reader, is also spotted engrossed in a book about women who go missing in a video uploaded to the couple's YouTube channel. The person of interest in the case is briefly shown reading what appears to be Jeff Vandermeer's Annihilation, and that is one of the books that is on the poll, but I have not checked the poll yet. So then we go into this little property, and this was Roberta and Chris Laundrie's former home in Venice. Typical Florida condo on a little canal. And this is in 2020. Mrs. Laundrie. In the photo. Hey, Lizzie. And then what else do we have? So they also purchased another Northport home that was 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms in January of 2020 before the pandemic hit for $128,000. They sold the home over a year later, March 18, 2021 for $140,000. I guess that was the home. Yep, the Laundrie's second Northport, Florida home they sold in March. That almost looks like a villa, like it's maybe attached to a couple more. And then, of course, the Laundries had a home in Bayport, New York. They purchased in 2008. They sold it in 2017. The same year they attempted to sell their current Florida home. Ugh, I don't even like seeing them in pictures together. Just pisses me off. So they left for New York on July 2nd, which we know. They met at Bayport Blue Point High School, which we know. Inside Gabby's van. But this right here, this is disturbing. Let me look in chat. Lanky Tour says a lot of native New York, especially Long Island, Queens, have a second home in Florida. You're correct, Lanky. I did hair in Boca Raton for 17 years. I know all about the snowbirds. My clients thought that if they literally went west of Federal Highway, that they were leaving the country. Yes, Mercedes, the family did get the same tattoo. It almost makes me want to get the same tattoo. I love that tattoo. Yeah, let it be. And the mom also got the flowers that Gabby had up on her arm. My ex was Miami. Girl, that's where I spent all of my, like, growing up in the late 19, 20, 21, early 30s. I was at South Beach, depending on the night of the week and which club you wanted to go to. But look at the van on the way back. Or is that the van before they purchased it? Or is that how it looked when it came back from the trip? Yeah, the tattoo is beautiful. So, my question, so this must be what the van looked like when he came back, and that was what it looked like when they left. And then, of course, we have this guy that was caught on that cam, which I don't think that guy looked like him at all. I mean, just from the profile and how big the eyes are, I just don't think it looks like him. I mean, that guy looks like he might actually turn into a werewolf on a full moon. Sandy says, I don't think that's him. Yeah, me neither. Agent 99, this is the police stop photo. Yeah, I don't think that looks like him. Just like the side view of the shape of the head, like I just don't think it looks like him. Let's go look at real quick. I'm curious to see what Blood Mountain's about. Yeah, guys, come into the Discord. That's an open room. I actually got it done. I didn't think that it would ever happen. But H-Bird saved me. Because I am Discord retarded. Hey, Menu Frog. Alright, I know that's where I live. So what? Let's go look at Blood Mountain in Georgia. You know, too, guys, you have to think about it. Like, you know, if you've ever watched White Soft Underbelly, is that the name of the YouTube channel? White Underbelly? I'm going to have to find the link and drop it. He interviews like some very interesting families and interesting people. But I think he was the one that went out and interviewed a couple of the Appalachian people that like live off grid in like buses and trucks and vans. And if he could get out there into something like that out of the Appalachian Trail, I don't know, guys. But they keep going back to the reserve, the feds, and I think the feds know. I'm going to have to really pray that they know more than Dog the Bounty Hunter. But then also, yeah, you see, that's on the Appalachian National Scenic Trail. We're going to go down there in a second, but Platinum Blondie, yes. Soft white underbelly. Oh, thank God, Lanky. As soon as Gabby was found, I was like, this may sound horrible, but I honestly do not even care if Brian is dead or alive. I know that sounds horrible, guys, but at this point, do I hope he's alive and they catch him and let him go face what he has coming to him? And then, pay taxes on him to probably never speak. He probably won't even talk to anybody if he's caught. Wyoming is where they will be sending him back. A lot of people are like, oh, Florida has the death sentence. Well, he's not going to be tried in Florida, okay? He's going to be tried in Wyoming, which also has the death sentence. Me too, Sandy. I'm just glad for her family. Yeah, I am too. Alligators love marshmallows. I used to take my youngest out. We used to, when I was doing hair in the Boca area, We lived in Coral Springs, and we used to go out to the Everglades off of the Sawgrass Expressway 4 or 5 nights a week. And they would bring marshmallows out there and tie these marshmallows on not to a fishing hook, but just like with some tessing string through them and a couple bobbers. And I never knew how much alligators love marshmallows. And you would go out there fishing for bass and doing like some Texas rigging across the canal, and these gators would come right up. It was like a beach shore out there, and it was like all these canals that just lined each other, and one male gator with all of his little female girlfriends, and he would just come right up. And they had these two electrical boxes with huge fencing around them, like 20-foot fencing, because you know a gator can climb a chain link fence. And I used to say to my kid, listen, if a gator gets too close, you need to climb that fence and get inside. And she was like 9. Oh, I bet you do, Carpe. I would love to go to Louisiana and go out to the bayou. I would love to see that. So, I personally think if Brian is still alive, I don't think that. I think I just can't imagine surviving in wetlands for that long. He would have to get to a dry surface and be able to move without helicopters over him, unless he's in the reserve dead. That's all I can think about. I don't think that he's alive in the reserve if he's actually there. Next time, I'll tell you guys the story about this little 4-foot alligator that was on my mom's property when she had a lake house in Gainesville for the summer. And I caught that thing in a weed whacker box and threw it into the trunk of my car. But then when I got to the lake to let it out, that little shit was not longer in the box. He was like loose in the trunk of my car. I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting him out. So I had to call my uncle to come get the gator out of my trunk. Black Eagle, please email me. All right, let me go back into comments for 1 second, and then I'm going to go down and let's look at this Black Blood Mountain. Carpe, I think that was their plan for him to go into the swamp and then be considered dead, but he really went somewhere else. You could be correct. That whole camping thing from the beginning could have been like, let's go there, then let's leave the car over here, and completely. And that whole entire time, he could have already been making his way up the trail. I mean, you don't have to stay on the trail. Like, you could totally go and meet some Appalachian family and be able to help them do whatever and hang out. They're not turning you into the police. They don't even know where the police are. They're just there, like, making moonshine and stuff. They don't care. Look at Black Eagle found us. Oh, Yujiro Hanma. Hello. Now, see, she's saying they found them. Let me show you guys something because I saw a thumbnail that I was actually showing H-Bird. Let me show you guys something. I don't know if any of you know Michael Catt. Michael Catt is big on the Delphi murders. He lives in Delphi. He is Greeno, Anthony Greeno. Well, he has this out, which I find interesting. Let me get rid of this comment. You know what, Black Eagle, you've waited so long. I just showed on maps where I lived, the area I live in. Okay, so anybody wants to come visit me in Maine, I need you guys to come in February, end of January, and Black Eagle and I are going to take you ice fishing. Lanky Wags will show up here. He's a moderator here. So let me drop. Like, why is Michael Katz doing this? I actually have his phone number. I should call him and say, what on God's earth are you talking about? Yeah, you're going, Black Eagle. I don't want to get sidetracked, guys. I got a couple of more things that I really want to touch on that I find important. And I want to touch on Robert Stiles Lowry. That's just so bizarre. I do not think that Robert Stiles has anything to do with Kylen or Crystal or Gabby Petito, or do I even think that he ran into Gabby and Brian? I mean, he could have seen them, but I don't think they actually came across each other. Good night, Black Eagle. If I do not receive an email from you by tomorrow, I will never respond to any emails you send. But yeah, we have a Discord. I'll tell you about the Discord before I end this live. But let me share my whole screen again, and let's get back into these little updates I want to talk about. Okay, so we saw this. I'm not going to watch any more videos on Gabby because it's absolutely heartbreaking. I want to go out here and see about this. I don't think we can get down there. Yeah, that's not happening. I mean, you might need like some serious. I mean, look at you can't even get into this place. Like, what in the. Oh, here's a road. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Look at that. Look at how that is. Like when you cam in on these roads. Let's go down here and take a look. Hang on one second. Let me see which way. I don't know, guys. You see that? Like, how would you, like, what would you have to take in here? Like, serious off-wheelers? Like, Huh. If I was going to go hide, I would be right there. And then you got a little civilization through here. Let's get back down and see if we can see anything. Let's go check out the county store. Yeah, if I was going to hide out and I didn't want to be eaten by gators, or I can't even imagine the mosquitoes that night unless he has a mosquito net, because he is totally pulling a naked and afraid. I see his bald head, Menu Frog said. Yeah. Because really, how do you get up onto Blood Mountain? You have to hike it. Put your seatbelts on, guys. I might see a oh, look at that. See that squirrel trying to cause an accident? The hell? Yeah, so like that's a mailbox. So that's somebody's driveway. Yeah, you have to. Yeah. That's where I would go. Let me go back and check out some comments talking about lawyers, I think. Hummingbird. Mercedes girl, they don't know. They searched for DeSoto in the reserve. They're back at the reserve today. And why are they back at the reserve today? There's something that's bringing them back. Did we watch the one about the family in the campground? Did I play this one? You want some Maine lobster, Lanky? Eagle, Black Eagle can send you some. She already told me she was going to.
Well, this morning, new information about the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie.
Did I play this one? I think they might have left evidence at places. The only thing that throws me off about him still being at those islands is because, hang on.
Welcome.
They knew they were going to know that they went there because they used the mother's name to check in. They know that the neighbors were going to see them leave. Like if they didn't want the neighbors to see them leave, I probably think they might have done it like at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, got everything ready and just pulled out. I don't know though. They could have left a car there as a deploy, but the FBI are not dumb. You know, they are going back there for a reason. There's something there There's some type of facts that there's something that brings them back there, because they're not going to waste all of the money and the resources. And how do there's got to be cameras. There's got to be him, Brian being seen going to Fort de Soto. But you have to also think that the FBI had to have known before Dog, the bounty hunter, California Raisin, knew. I like Dog. I mean, he has said some shitty things in the past, but you know what? All of us have. Did I play this already, guys? Well, Patty H, were you excited? I can send you Maine lobsters. Or I don't know if I played this already. Let's see. I'll know in a second. Let me get past the ad. Yeah, I would like to be there right now. I just don't see Brian being able to survive on the saltwater islands. Unless you have a spare fish and he's good at fishing, I don't think he's a fishing kind of guy. I think he's more of thinking he can survive on the trails.
Well, this morning, new information about the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie and his parents just days before Gabby Petito was reported missing.
We're learning his family spent some time at a nearby park. 8 on your sides, Marco Villarreal joining us live this morning from outside the Laundrie house in Northport.
Yep, we watched that. That's what the cute reporter. Yeah, so he knows Blood Mountain. They talk about even didn't Dog say, hang on a second. I thought Dog had mentioned something about the Appalachian Trail. Hi, my elderly cats. Hi, Patty H. Sandy. Am I wrong, or did Dog say something about the Appalachian trails and then they were confused because if he was there, then why was he on a boat in Florida? I think I heard Jay for Justice say that. Kaz B. Hi. Yes, Dog did. Yeah, that's what I thought. But as you can see, this Blood Mountain is definitely off the beaten path. So, and it's definitely on the Appalachian Trail. And where that blue dot is where I live. And you can see that Appalachian Trail straight up, and it ends right in that White Mountain area. So, you see that black eagle? You see that blue dot? That's where I live, okay? I can't make this shit up. Yeah, you want to go check out the Carlton? Let's go see something. But I really want to touch on Carlton Center in Georgia. No, we don't want that. Come on, give me the Tea Bear Mary. There you go. And then we go to okay. I can't see comments right now, guys. Okay, so here we've got the Carlton Reserve, which is actually the T. Mabry Carlton Jr. Memorial Reserve. It's out here. And we all know where the reporters are and with the roads and all of that. 75% underwater. Up here, we got Fort DeSoto Park. It is beautiful there. And here is the campground, which we all know this already. It's embedded in our brain. Hi, David Jr. David says, I feel like Brian is living in a border town where he can quickly cross the border if he needed to because life is rough on the other side of the border, especially for a white dude living there. Well, if he gets nice and tan and grows that beard out and puts on a hat, he could probably totally go into Mexico and pass for being Spanish, my opinion. Megan Kidd, he's hiding like Eric Rodoff. He could be. I don't know, guys. I think he's dead. And I don't say that to be mean. I don't think he's alive. But if you also notice, okay, so let's just for shits and giggles. So Brian gets home on the 1st. I mean, Gabby's not with him. His parents have to say something. Do you think Brian tells the parents, yeah, we got into a fight? Or if it was premeditation, accidental, we don't know that. I guess we're going to have to find out or maybe never know. We'll know the cause of death, but not if it was like he planned on murdering her if he's dead. But they could have done that. They could have went on that camping trip. Maybe they canceled the first weekend because they figured it was too soon after he got home. So they went into the next weekend thinking that let's push it a little further in case he needs to hide. And then they go camping for a couple of days. They come back, they get the phone, the burner phone, whatever. And that's when they take him to the reserve, drop off the car. And if you look at the route, he could have went right up to 75. Right into Blood Mountain. 75 is going to end, and from there, he's going to have to hike it into this area. Nope, it doesn't end. You can take it right up there. Look at that. Let me get rid of that comment. I honestly have to think that if he's alive, that he's got to be, I can't imagine him surviving in the swampy area, and I definitely can't. He would be so dehydrated unless he had fresh water somewhere on those islands. Like, where would he get drinking water from? Unless somebody's bringing him supplies. And that's the only way. All right, let's check the Twitter real quick before I want to touch on these last articles. Shell says she goes back and forth. Hey, Nashville, Tennessee. He's probably here in Tennessee. You need to go sit out on the trail like I'm going to do in a chair with some night goggles on, looking like the dude from Silence of the Lamb. Ah, David Jr., the more you mention the possibility of his death and the different scenarios, the more I'm beginning to think the same thing. Yeah, I don't see it. He could have come up with so many different scenarios and I woke up, Gabby left me, we had that fight, especially after having a fight and being pulled over by the police. Like you totally have a complete explanation of why maybe she just left. But he just drove back like nothing. And it honestly looks like because Gabby was so clean, and I think that's what was setting off the arguments was him being messy and her liking clean things. And I did actually read a couple of articles that were written by psychologists that were saying about how living in those small van mini houses and all that like really does put some serious pressure on relationships. Hey, Nicole Parrish, thank you. So, you know what I mean, guys? Because could you imagine, especially if you like things the way you like them, and then you're in this tiny little confined space after dating this guy a little over 2 years and not living like this, and then you go into this space with a man that likes to read those dark books and the dark music and he likes to be barefoot and 30 feet and yeah, I bet that was enough to I don't know if I could live in a little van like that with anybody. Yeah, nothing new on Brian's page. This was 5 hours ago. The update outside, but I'm sure you've all seen it.
Who are not getting the publicity that other big cases like the Gabby Petito case.
Yeah, that was when they were talking about other cases not getting publicity. Okay, so let's go check the bounty hunter. All right, where was he? There's too many to even look for. Here he is. I'm not seeing comments for 1 sec, guys. Let's see if anything's new. Nope. Just him out in the brush. And then, of course, if any of you guys have a tip, make sure you dial 833 tell dog. I'm sure you guys seen this one.
So here we go. The surfer out here at the island. This would be and could be a perfect spot for him to hide. Not too many people out here, but there's a lot of environmental things that we're going to fight.
Aw, thank you, Linky. I appreciate that.
So here we go. The search now is really on. The search has just begun. We're out here at the island. This would be and could be a perfect spot for him to hide.
I disagree with Dog on that. I don't think that's the perfect place to hide. So that's all Dog has on all of that. So I want to touch on a few more things that I have. So, Gabby Petito's coverage led to the discovery of missing Texas man in Teton County. So they did find Robert Stiles. He's damn ads. Go away. Then they hide that little button where you can close it. And then of course you need bifocals, and then you need like a telescope and a magnifying glass on top of it. Yeah, Lanky's awesome. I've known Lanky since Kaneka Jenkins. I love Lanky. Okay. Another sad story. But you know what's funny is like the people that are missing lately, and it's like really sad to say, like Jelani, we know that he was found. Sad. Another one that was fighting over Twitter regarding the fact that he didn't get any coverage at all because of how strong Gabby's case took off. Little Nevaeh Allen. Oh, real quick, guys, remind me. Nevaeh Allen, the little baby that was missing and they found her in Mississippi, the mother was arrested. I know I just sidetracked off the story, but the mother was just arrested. The mother that was in my last video on Nevaeh at the end of the video. Yes, a mama was arrested. Will you guys stop? Will you guys get a room? Hi, Nita Phillips. Hello, True Crime with Todd. Yeah, the mother was arrested. I'll attach that link to my community post after this video. Okay, so let's get into this poor story. So I'm not going to read all of it. Teton County, September 28th. The enforcement official said Tuesday the high-profile Gabby Petito case has helped them locate a body matching the description of a man missing in the area since August. Now he went missing the 19th or the 20th was the last time they saw him. And it was just so bizarre because of the girls, Kylen and Crystal, and then of course Gabby being missing at that time. So we know, well, you might not all know. So Bob Stiles, 46, from Houston, was last seen in the Black Canyon area on August 20th, but had not been seen or heard from since, according to a statement from Teton County Search and Rescue. An investigation into Lowry's whereabouts has been ongoing within the Teton County Sheriff's Office, but new clues recently surfaced that prompted the SAR call out. The widespread news coverage of the Gabby Petito search helped bring light to the Lowry case and resulted in at least 2 members of the public calling local authorities this past weekend with new information about his possible last seen point. So then it goes on to what he was wearing. And then they sent out some search crews in the base of Teton Pass Tuesday after 4 hours searching on foot with a search dog, a body fitting Lowry's description on a steep, timbered slope. The statement said, cause of death is currently unknown. Family has been notified. So search efforts involved 25 volunteers along with 3 dog teams, including canines from Jackson Hole Search Dogs and from Driggs, Idaho. So he was found. Hi, babe, Baba Yaga. It's not as bad because it made a lot of people vigilant into other areas. But this is the crazy part. Like, did he maybe just let the elements take him and he wasn't prepared for him? Because the search teams hiked more than 75 miles and covered 22,500 feet in elevation. He was found pretty high up. I don't know if it was 22,500, but Yeah, but he left Houston. He went out to Wyoming. He canceled his mail and all of that, and he had a couple of kids, but he's been found. Okay, this is my last article, guys, that I want to touch on with the last subject. This one bothers me. Let me go real quick and look at comments, and let me mute this site real quick. All right, let me see what's going on. Let me check into the comments. Lanky Tor, I haven't been feeling good, but it's good to support each other. What's wrong, Lanky, baby? Oh, thank you, Shell. Thank you, Hummingbird. Oh, thank you, girl. See if I miss saying hi to anyone or anything else. Lori Stout, hello. So, Lori Stout, Dirty Laundry is hiding out in the Kissimmee, Florida area. Why do you think that? I read your super chat. I'll read it out loud. Okay, hang on. I'm so proud of you and how hard you work on here. Aw, thank you. Well, you helped me a lot, Hummingbird. Especially with my Discord. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the Discord is going to be like, we made rooms on all the cases that are being followed, and a couple of fun rooms, and a couple of hangout, talk, get to know each other rooms, a voice room, a book club, a voice and text room. I'm going to put in a petition law room that we could start working on some of these laws that need to be passed. Like, I'm over petitions. We need to start talking to our state senators. Okay, so is there anything I'm missing on Brian Laundrie? Or are we all caught up on the exciting information of the day? I love you too, Lanky. I reached out to Kylen's father. We'll see if he gets back to me. But this is heartbreaking. First, I want to read a post that Kylen's father put out. And then I want to read a letter that was put out from the police department out there in Moab, because they're really asking for people's help. So that to me definitely tells me that it was such a major coincidence that they happened to have that fight, Gabby and Brian Coward, at an actual establishment where one of these girls, well, actually Kylen, worked. And Kylen's father, I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to find that video after I read these couple of things, because he made me cry. And I'm not an easy crier. I'm sensitive. I have empathy. I pretty much wear my heart on my sleeve. But I can be petty sometimes. I can be bitchy sometimes. But he made me cry. Hello. I need eyeballs. Is that too iconic? Laconic. They said they think it's Brian. Wait a second. Wait. Wrong one. Oh, no, right one. Too iconic. Too iconic. Okay, I got it. They said they think it's Brian. Wait, Brian where? Hey, Nashville, Tennessee. Wait. I don't have a radar. Do you want me to turn on the police scanner? I think I have a police scanner app. Wait. Hummingbird, you want to call me and tell me what's going on? Wait, okay, slow down. Hummingbird, what? Give me a channel. Where are you hearing this to Ionic so I can get onto the channel? Wait, whoa. Where? Okay, you're shaking. Let me get my crystal ball and ask it what's going on. Let me rub my balls over here and see what it's going to tell me. I mean, my crystal ball. Where are you hearing this? Oh, the Pinellas County scanner. Okay, let me see if I can, I have a scanner on my phone, but I don't know how to find it unless it sends an alert. Let me see. Do you have a scanner, Hummingbird? I'm looking for this one. Hang on. I'll just download it real quick. I thought I had one on my computer. 1 second. Broadcastify. Okay. Broadcastify. 1 second, guys. One second. I'm looking. I see it. 1 second. All right. Can we pick the county? Oh, we can. 1 sec. Florida. All right. And then we're going into Pinellas County. All right. Let me see if I can find. Oh, hang on a second. I'm accidentally in the District of Columbia. I got excited. So where did they say they found them? Why I'm looking for it? I can't even talk. You're shaking. I can't even type Pinellas. All right. So let me see. All right. Florida Pinellas found it. So now what do I do? Hit listen. All right. Let me put it on. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear it.
The youngest American in space is also a pediatric cancer survivor.
Oh, wait a second. So it has an ad. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if the ad goes away. 1 second, guys. Tell me if you can hear that when they start talking. Can you hear that? Hey, Tawanda. Hey, girl, it's really good to see you. You used to be my mama. Cool. Okay, so you guys can hear the scanner. Let me share a screen because I still want to. Hang on, guys. Let me see if I can turn it up. I'm new at this, okay? I'm blind. I'm new. I'm gonna have to maybe turn my speakers up a little bit. I don't want to be too loud, though, so you guys might have to adjust on your side. Let me know how that is. Okay, so while we're listening for this, let me show you a post that was from Kylen's father. This is heartbreaking. This was a couple days ago. It wasn't yesterday. But
33.
Look at this lady being rude, trying to talk when I'm getting ready to say something. Let me check this message I got from. All right. Tawanda, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so let me get and read this. Okay. It's good. I'm not going to go back and find the video with her father. I'll post that on my community page if you guys want to watch it. But this man, Kylen's father, John Paul Schulte, we will never stop Kylen. What is it you are trying to tell me, Crystal? If you contribute to this fund, you are actually helping me try to solve this case.
Those are 34.
Travel, hotel, gas, storage, shipping belongings, food, bills, etc. Please, if you have your dash cam, you saw a vehicle or a creeper, I like him, up on LaSalle Mountain Loop Road, just east of Whispering Oaks, we need a real vehicle, a real description, a license plate number. Especially if you were with the 100-person wedding party that was 1/16th a mile away. This happened right under your noses. The girls were SA'd, murdered right where you would have flipped a U to come back and park at your event. Very much so less than a gunshot away. Is that not heartbreaking? He actually. So we know they were found on the 18th. They were last seen on the 13th at Woody's Tavern. Like, we all know this. The sad part is the friend that found them, Cindy Sue Hunter, told Fox News that she set out to look for them around 11 a.m. on the day they were found. So I speak of her father, Kylen. The blonde, shorter one is Crystal. Then she stumbled upon a crime scene in the South Mesa area of LaSalle Loop Road, southeast of town. So remember, Kylen worked at the Moonflower. She found a Schulte in a creek, partially clothed with multiple gunshot wounds. Yeah, Kylen. And then she says that the arms and her legs were in an awkward angle, and I went into shock at that moment. Fearing the killer or killers might still be nearby, Hunter said she called police and did not search further for Crystal. So Crystal wasn't near Kylen. I felt that Crystal was further south and that she had been brutalized more than Kylen. It's just a feeling I have, she said. The couple had told friends earlier that a suspicious man was creeping them out near their campsite and that they wanted to move. We don't think they got a chance to, Hunter said. We think they were ambushed. So there's Woody's. And there's the Moonflower, where good old Brian boy was slapping Gabby around.
Attempting to make contact with a female at building 13, apartment 2. No answer at the door. Do we have a phone number on file in Aces? You try and call.
We'll try.
And then, of course, it just goes in
What is
about...
that age? 80.
And then it just talks about Gabby and Brian. Community of 5,000 people. You know, he could have been creeping at the wedding too. Maybe somebody has pictures of some awkward man in the background. I'm going to check Brian's page in a second, guys, to see if they mention anything. So where supposedly was Brian found? Let me go back into comments. Let me see if that was the last. And then, of course, the GoFundMe page for the girls. Has anyone heard from Dog? I hope Dog didn't get eaten by an alligator. Let me look at comments.
It's
Yeah.
broken, but it appears to have been covered. But there is broken glass on the ground.
Yeah, it is good to see Tawanda, huh, Hummingbird? So let's get back to Zyconic.
Address, I don't know if you already gave it. I might have missed it.
Oh, stop being rude.
I'm looking now, sir. We do have a domestic battery from September 6th. A female said that she was attacked by her boyfriend. That call does make reference to a broken window that occurred at that time.
This guy is just rude trying to talk over me. On Discord. Let me go to Discord 1 sec, guys. But what I need to know is, what did Zycon actually hear? Zycon, do you want a link to come up? I'll drop you a link. Hang on 1 second. You can come up and tell us. Don't be shy. Oh, hang on. He's low now. Rude guy talking over. Yeah, yeah, I got those girls. Girl, I said that already. I think Tawanda. I think it's good to see Tawanda here. Okay, let me give you a link. Hang on. Let me get my link for you. No porning allowed. No porning allowed. What happened to Nashville? 1 second. Menu frog. I love her. I absolutely love living abuse free. Oh, we got a error. Hi.
I've never done this before. I'm freaking out. So I'm listening to the scanner, watching the boating apps and the airplane apps. I've been doing that for like 24/7 now. I was listening to you, so I missed the street that they're on, but a woman called in and she said she reported a missing person. And then they went blank for a minute, and then they came back and said that they believed it was Brian Laundrie in a red SUV going westbound. I wish I knew the street, but I do not. I'm just freaking out right now.
So what? Maybe he had a car rental?
They didn't say. I think they're following up on it right now and looking for him. So I'm glued to the radar or the scanner.
Yeah, mine. Is that the same one you're listening
I've
to?
got mine
Pinellas?
because I don't know if it's going to mess up your stream. But yeah, I've got the police scanner app, and then it's just the Pinellas County.
Yeah, I got Pinellas County Sheriff and EMS in the background.
Yeah, that's the one. I think it's also like Clearwater or something, but they're reporting two things right now, a domestic violence that's going on and then the Brian Laundrie situation. So I'm thinking they're probably just going over to the location right now because it's only been a few minutes, but I'm really eager to see what's going to happen.
I hope they catch him soon.
Yeah, me too. God willing.
It is time for him to be caught.
Dead or alive, I think it's just the family needs it for some kind of closure.
I agree. The world needs it. People are like not eating. They're glued. They wake up. They look. They're like, oh gosh, where is he?
You know, I thought the Watts case was crazy. It's just blown that out of the water for me. I don't think I can ever go back to the Watts and think that's crazy anymore. This is way crazy.
Yeah, the Watts case for me, once Chris confessed that he did it and he got arrested, I was kind of like done with the Watts case.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
There's a lot of conspiracies and shadows, and she was there. And, you know, people can really, people can have their own opinions. I think that's great that everyone has different opinions. But I don't believe, I think he did it alone.
We'll never know. I don't think we'll ever know.
Probably not.
Too many fake confessions at this point. It's just too much.
Yeah.
And a lot of drama.
But this is crazy. I don't think that Brian, because when you honestly think about it, he could have come back and said, oh my gosh, we had an argument. We got pulled over by the cops, and I woke up and the van was gone and she was gone and I can't get a hold of her.
I mean, the police already thought she was beating him, I guess. So, I mean, he could have used anything, but to just run and then to be silent for so long. And then the parents to say, oh, he's missing, but where are you? Why aren't you speaking out? Why aren't you acting like you're concerned at all? That to me it's fake. They're fake and they know.
That's what makes me think, like, even like, you know what it looks like to me when they show the two pictures of the back of the van? It honestly looks like it just kind of shows like after everything was said and done and Gabby was gone, it looked like he just went back there and tore it apart.
It
Like,
was so bad. I am diagnosed with OCD, so I get that. And I know there's a lot of people saying maybe she didn't have it, maybe she did, but oh man, if that happened to me and I was trying to make my life the van lifestyle and portray it and show it to everybody, and then he did that to me, that would be an ultimate punch to the gut. That would be telling me everything I needed to know.
but see, that's the question. Did something happen knowing that she had an OCD and he did something that made her mad there, and then he just completely did that in front of her? Or did he do that after her having another one of his breakdowns? Like, that's before or after?
He could
Before
have pushed
or
her to
after?
it, kind of knowing that it would get to her, and then maybe she did blow up, and maybe he was trying to make it happen, but with his personality, maybe that was just what he needed.
You think he has a personality? I think he reminds me a lot of
Maybe a
Chris
lack of a
Watts.
personality.
Yeah, his behavior reminds me a lot of Chris Watts. His disconnect, like when you watch him look away from the camera, like he's just not connected.
You know, maybe he's the type of person where it's like, because he has no personality, he needed to feed off of her energy, whether it was good or bad. But when he saw that he could push her and get a lot of that energy out, maybe that kind of fed him. And so pushing her and then getting to just blow up on her, maybe that was something for him.
Yeah, I also think a problem is that like they did the road trip in the Nissan Sentra, but that's totally different than living in that tiny little van.
Yeah.
But I think that, you know, she wanted to get the blog going, and he just seemed like he was so distant from wanting to do that and so not connected like she was. And then he saw what she started doing, and I think that got him a little jealous too, because Gabby's a beautiful girl.
If only he knew that she has millions and millions of views now. She got what she wanted.
What did he say? He's breaking in the back door?
I'm not listening to the scanner at this point, so.
Let me turn it up a little bit. Yeah, let's see what's going on in chat. Let's see what
Yeah,
people are
definitely.
saying.
Thank you for having me up.
Oh, you can stay up for a minute.
Oh, thank you.
He betrayed her trust and then left her. I think she kicked him to the curb. He couldn't take it.
Maybe that's why he left for the several days.
But, you know, and there's so many I hate talking about Gabby's what ifs. The police. What is that? Oh. The police, like, even when she was in Salt Lake and she spoke to her dad, like her dad, like she didn't tell him anything. So, and I think in Gabby's mind, I don't think she ever thought that he was going to kill her.
Whoever thinks that the person they're going to marry is going to murder them, though.
But don't you even think if he thought I'm going to come back to Florida and move everything into storage, and then I'm going to fly back out there and premeditate her murder? I don't think that happened. I think he's a dark person, but I think something just made him snap.
Yeah.
He could have just choked her a little too long, but
there
the way
was definitely
he left
time to cool off during that time away.
But he left her laying on the side of a shallow riverbank on pebbles.
Cold.
It wasn't even like he tried to cover her, or that just says to me like he never planned on being caught. He might have took that trip with his parents just to have one last time with his mom and dad, knowing that was going to be the end.
That's very true. That could definitely be the case.
He could have had so many scenarios of where she was. He could have buried her. He could have brought her into some brush. He could have took her somewhere off a hidden path, but he didn't.
Just to leave her out there for the animals, though, is pretty sick. That's
it
very
is
cold.
But it wasn't like he was trying to cover her.
No.
Which he showed no remorse on that, because usually when somebody loves somebody and they do something like that, they usually would at least maybe cover her with a blanket.
Yeah. You always hear that. Like, they couldn't have the body looking at them, or they couldn't see it, or for whatever reason, to just leave it out in the open for the animals, for whatever. He didn't care.
No,
There
he
was a lot of
didn't.
coldness in all of this.
But then you ask yourself, did he not care, or did he know that this was the end for him and he was going to drive the van back? You know, he knew he had some time until she was found, spend a little time with mom and dad, and then when the heat got hot, he was going to bail out. And I just don't feel that he is alive. Hey, Angel and Marty. I just don't feel it. I just don't think he wants to be any part of this. Because remember the comment he made about being bit by a bug is better than something about social media?
Yeah.
He made some crazy comment like bug bites are better than being something on social media.
So you think he'd rather avoid the fame and getting drug out in front of everyone?
He doesn't want the fame. If he wanted the fame, he would have pulled a male Jodi Arias or Casey Anthony.
Well, he definitely failed at that, didn't he?
Oh, he definitely failed. Next time I go live, though, I'm definitely I haven't been on cam like since the second live I did.
This is my first time, so.
Oh,
really
you're so pretty. You look great. Great. I have this great conversation. Hi, Pandora's Karma. What else was I thinking too that I just thought was weird? And then you think about the picture with him leaving. Someone said he had a waist strap. Oh, we lost her. Oh, I scared. Hey guys, why did you scare her away? Tawanda, he's infamous now, just saying. Yeah, he needs to I just don't feel like he is. I think the FBI is searching for a dead Brian Laundrie. What happened? Come back up. Let me put the link back in for you. I honestly just think that he is. Okay, if you're looking for a person who is alive, why are you. Hang on, let's see what these people are saying.
Hit a button.
Yeah, you were like, they scared. I need somebody to translate what the police scanners say. I look at the codes and I can't figure it out fast enough.
There are so many codes. I've been trying to follow them, and they're based by county and then by boating stuff and by military. It's a lot.
Yeah, right. But then another thing I was thinking, like with the burner phone, he left it, the wallet he supposedly left.
So I was confused on that. Did he leave the new phone or did he leave the old phone?
Well, the article said, let me find that article again.
It looked like the new phone, but that seems crazy to me.
Okay, so where was his original phone?
That's what I'm wondering. Does he have the original or does he have the new one?
Well,
the way I read it made it look like he has the old one and left the new one, but I might be mistaken.
Let me play this video again. It's short about the phone. But the phone was purchased after. Do you have your YouTube on behind you, hon?
I do not.
Oh, okay. I just heard a little feedback. Hang on one sec. Yeah, let me share screen. Yeah, they were saying you don't have YouTube on behind you? The volume or something up?
No, my app is closed. It's all closed.
It might be the scanner. So this.
Despite scaled-back efforts, the search presses on for Gabby Petito's fiance, Brian Laundrie.
The FBI is investigating some surveillance video now from a Pinellas County campground. News Channel 8's Nico Clemens is in Northport with the story.
There are more questions than answers. Right now, of course, the biggest, what's the latest on the search for Brian Laundrie? Tonight, we learned more about a cell phone the FBI is now looking at.
I believe they're going to find him. The FBI's searching everywhere.
New developments in the manhunt for Brian Laundrie.
who vanished more than 2 weeks ago. His attorney tells 8 on Your Side.
Hang on, guys. Let me.
AT&T for a new phone on September 4th. The attorney says Brian left that phone at home the day he went for a hike in the Carlton Reserve 10 days later. The FBI now has the phone. Pinellas County records show days after buying that new phone, the Laundrie family checked into the Fort DeSoto campground September 6th through the 8th. A spokeswoman with the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office says they gave surveillance video from the campground to the FBI Tuesday. The FBI is still searching the Carlton Reserve. Search teams are focusing on areas with water. And not far from that area,
We got to keep the momentum going, keep it strong, because eventually he's going to be found.
a memorial for Gabby Petito is growing. People from all over the state and country are coming by to pay their respects.
It just shows what impact somebody that nobody has even met has left on this society and America as a whole.
A small memorial is also growing at the Laundrie's home for Petito. Tonight, there's a growing search for answers. Answers many believe Laundrie has.
It's a nice reminder to the family that they should come forward and say something.
And the FBI has not released that surveillance video from Fort DeSoto. The spokeswoman says they're not addressing any specific questions about the investigation. In Northport, I'm Nico Clemens, 8 on Your Side.
So did it still sound like they said he left the new phone?
It sounds like he left the phone. Well, you know what? I'm going to use the little girl's room, Hummingbird, right here. She has been following this case. Like she knows if the FBI got bug bites. I'll be right back, guys. Hummingbird, I'm going to be listening, but I'll be right back. I need 2 minutes. But Hummingbird will fill everyone in.
How's it going?
Well, she might not be here. Hummingbird, you here, girl? Well, she might not be here. Hummingbird, you here, girl? Turn this down. She just wanted to come hang out. See what's going on. Am I missing anything in chats? Oh, there she is.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yes, he bought a brand new phone and then turned around and left that in his wallet at home.
Okay, hang on, girl. I'm gonna use the little girl's room so you can tell things that you know, because you know a lot, girl. I'd be right back.
This is all I do is eat and breathe this case.
Yeah, pretty much me too right now. I just don't understand what the point of buying a new phone is when you know that more than likely they're going to know. Yeah, that's crazy. They can still get the records, can't they? From both?
They can still pull it. That's what the one thing was. The warrant was to get a hold of his and Gabby's phone records. They still haven't found Gabby's phone.
I wonder where that is.
Well, and then where's her Apple Watch?
And the family hasn't gotten back any of her stuff, correct?
Well, if they have, they hadn't said anything. They still haven't got her body back either.
Yeah.
Because they thought they were going to have it back by that Saturday, and then they moved the funeral to Sunday, and then Sunday they just had an empty urn up there. They can't even get her body back yet because they said they're having to get more detail from it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's probably for the best, but what they said was really sweet. We know she's safe with them.
Yeah.
Have you noticed, do you watch the radars and stuff at all?
No, I'm on for J for Justice, and we have a research crew, and some of them do it for us and then report to us.
Yeah, she got me watching the flights, and then somebody mentioned looking at the boats, so I've been watching everything. I thought that Dog was only staying for the evening time, but he's still out there, so I'm kind of surprised by that. or the boats are. So I don't
The
know.
boats are still out there. He's already called it a night. He tweeted that on Twitter that, he's calling it a night and he's going to restart in the morning. And then Lisa.
Old man needs to rest.
Lisa said that, they believe that they have found some of his personal items.
I saw the monster can. I saw it was 0 sugar. Still trying to be healthy.
But do you wonder, guys, it's not like his parents are like, the mom worked for the Schulte County. I don't know what department she worked in. She didn't make a lot of money there. But then people were asking, what 10,000 square foot property house do they own? No. The land that the Wabasso Drive house is on is 10,000 square foot.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like just under a quarter of an acre. It's like but could you imagine, like, did they ever let the dogs out there? Sometimes I just think he's like up there in the back in the trees wearing like night vision goggles.
The dog said that he was bringing in canines.
And I did hear you say about Gabby's belongings, and the last thing I heard was at the press conference when they showed the tats that they said they have not, at that time they had not gotten any of Gabby's belongings back.
Correct.
That's so sad.
And Lori, they did not confirm that he bought a burner phone. They confirmed that he bought a phone at AT&T with his mom.
So where was his phone that he took out to the trip with him?
That's what nobody seems to claim
him.
they have. I think he must have dumped it too, wherever he dumped Gabby's.
Twitter while we are.
It just seems
talking.
crazy to buy one and leave it behind if you don't have another means of communication.
I think he got scared because, people started coming to the house and protesting, and he just jumped and ran.
You know what I also think, you know what, guys? I think everything might have been, what I also think is that the parents knew where he was going. I don't think he said, hey, I'm going to go out to the Everglades and, shoot myself and let the wild animals eat me. But I think that he left those things there not to be tracked. I don't think Brian's coming out of wherever he's at.
I don't
know. He must have had a good spot, and he's got days on us, before they finally reported him missing.
Yeah, but you are not going to survive for days. If anyone in chat knows about the saltwater, lives near the coast, knows about Key West, the Little Keys, the Mangroves, Key Biscayne, he is not surviving out there.
He'd have to boil it and they'd see the fire.
He couldn't even drink any water. He would have to go into town every time to drink water. Build a fire and boil it, in a freaking coconut husk? Or I guess you could. You're talking naked and afraid stuff.
True crime. Yeah. I think that he snuck out the back and jumped the fence because there's a lot of coverage right there. There's a whole little mini forest of trees right there.
Oh, I agree with you.
And cut through that way.
Because I told you, everyone's like, we would have seen him if he came out the front. That boy didn't come out the front. He went out the back. He scaled the fence, and he got up into those trees with some night vision goggles. He probably stayed in those trees for a couple of nights.
He could have. Survivalist. What is it Jay says? Crisscross applesauce in the tree.
I don't know if he's that big of a survivor. I can't see him hunting and taking down an animal or setting a squirrel trap. I can't imagine him surviving on Naked and Afraid. I just don't see it happening.
He's so skinny, I don't think he could keep himself warm.
That's almost made me choke.
Pandora's, yes, if he lit a fire at night, it would draw attention to him, but it's so hot in Florida right now, he doesn't need heat.
Yeah, and that swamp and those gators and snakes, and you would have to get up into the trees.
Yeah.
Maybe they are. Maybe they're, the only thing I can think of, because, he can move at night, and they're not watching at night all night. So the only thing I can think of is that either he's dead and they're clearing and zoning in on an area at the reserve because they're looking for a dead Brian. What are divers looking for? You think Brian's hanging out underneath a rock with a snorkeler, going blowing bubbles? So when the police come by, oh, let's go dive down there. I bet he's got a big tube and he's blowing air and he's living under the water. And what? Turning into a complete prune?
He's
The
a mermaid
elements,
now.
right? The elements will kill him.
Tawanda said that at 9:23 p.m. active manhunt was on the scanner.
Let me turn up the Pinella scanner again. I think I actually stopped
What
it.
county was it, Tawanda? We might
I
be
got
listening to the wrong scanner.
let this ad go away.
Oh, Shell. Something got his something got his butt.
God, stop telling people where I live. I mean, you have to really say the state of Maine.
You say Maine all the time. Hush it.
All right, let me share screen. Oh, she
I
fell
think
off again.
he's
I like her.
he's definitely moving at nighttime where it's harder to see him if he's alive. I just think that if he's dead, his parents would know. We would get some kind of inclination from them.
I know, but I just don't think he's alive.
See, I go back and forth.
I think they would have found him by now if he was alive. I think the reason why they can't use. Have they had the cadaver dogs out to the reserve, or is it just canine sniffing dogs?
They haven't stated which kind of dogs. They just say they have dogs on the ground.
Well, I know that they did say they had the big hound sniffing dog out there.
Yeah, they have the bloodhounds out there, but that's the only dog that they've listed. And then dog just said canine.
It's good to see Hummingbird. Hi, Ray of Light.
What did I see? Oh, there's
Patty H. Mercedes girl.
Angel,
I love
you know I'm
Mercedes girl.
sending you big hugs, babe.
Monkey is awesome. No, Lanky, you're awesome.
Angel, I know you're having a hard time, babe. Just keep that chin up.
What did Todd say?
Yes, they have
He is
trims
moving at
dogs
night,
too.
sleeping during the day. It's what I would do. I agree with you. He's got to move at night.
Why would he come home, go camping with his parents, and then go on the run? It doesn't make sense unless his parents are involved in hiding him.
Let me turn the scanner down a little bit.
Hey, you're saucy. I hadn't seen you in forever, girl.
Oh, you're saucy. Let me get back to chat. I'm trying to put it to where I can hear it, but it's not irritating me because I don't even know what these codes mean.
I don't know if you saw Heather in chat. She's new to your channel. She's a big time researcher for us over at J for Justice.
Hi, Eskimo. Let me look up and see. I don't like missing people.
Yeah, she's new to your channel.
Love letters from Hates. Hello. First time I've seen you. Hi, Heather J. Yeah, it's all. Well, that's because they need to fix their. That's on their end. I think someone's turning it on and not talking. They're being rude.
I don't understand how you're so in love and you're willing to go to jail so she doesn't have to on August the 12th. And then he kills her from either the, 28th through the 30th. And then he comes home like nothing happens. Parents don't ask questions. And then he turns around and goes camping.
I'm going to turn the scanner off and then Tawanda can give us an update. Let's check.
Heather said it's been static for a while.
You know what? They might have it staticky. Maybe they're doing that so that people can't hear what's going on.
That's what Tawanda said.
Let me drop hi, you're saucy. I see you're saucy all the time.
I'm
Oh,
glad
I see
she's
your
here.
saucy in chats.
I haven't seen her in a while.
Listen, Tawanda, if anybody wants to come up and talk about this, come up. True Crime with Todd said it doesn't make sense. Well, he's not surviving in the reserve, okay? I'm telling you guys, when I tell you I'm an outdoor girl, I was a Girl Scout leader. I grew up in South Florida, Key West, and my ex-husband and the children live on the Naples West Coast up to Cape Canaveral, Cape Coral area. It's like all right there. So I know the area. I would rather survive with fresh water and alligators than try to survive in salt elements.
Well, there's got to be something at the reserve for them to be spending $200K a day. And, before they scaled down, they were already at $1.2 million spent to find him or whatever they're doing over there.
You're correct. And do you really think, though, they would spend that money if they were actually looking for a dead body? Or do they just want to get it over with and find them before the alligators eat them? I'll tell you what, I'm
That or
from.
they found pings or something dumped there by him.
Yeah,
Because they have game cameras in there. They said they have 7 to 10 cameras in there. They've got to
exactly.
have something to spend that kind of money.
Exactly. And what I said, this could all be a setup. The setup could have been the camping ground. They canceled the first trip. They go the second trip. They do blah blah, whatever. They come back. They get the burner phone. That burner phone just happens to be left at the house. He could have another burner phone. He could have went and bought one with a prepaid credit card in no one's name at like even a CVS, Walmart, whatever. It's very
Or
easy
he
to
could
buy.
also have gotten cash off of Gabby's credit card that he
Well,
has.
obviously he did. He took out what, over $1,000?
Well, they just said that he spent over 1,000. They won't tell us on what. We he had to stop and
Come
get
back up.
gas.
Come back up to iconic if you want. He didn't do it smart. I don't think he's dumb, but I don't think that he's that smart. He could have easily came up with so many possibilities and scenarios of what happened and Gabby left and this and that, especially after being pulled over with that charge. She could have said, "Oh, we had a fight. We had a fight. The cops pulled us over. She was mad. My dirty feet, whatever it was." But he decided to drive the van home, see his parents, and as soon as Gabby was reported missing, Brian Laundrie's gone.
Well, not only that, but the parents lied about the Mustang. They said that he took the Mustang Tuesday and they didn't pick it back up until Thursday morning. Well, they forget reporters are out there 24/7. The Mustang was not there Monday or Tuesday and it showed back up Wednesday morning. So that's already one lie that they busted the Landrys in.
Yeah.
And you know that they've gone back and looked at footage from roads and highways to see where they were on those days with that car.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
got
it
Ring
had a
doorbells.
pink slip on it. But what I thought is I thought that they went back on Wednesday. They saw the car was still there. They saw the pink slip, and then they actually go back Thursday and brought the car home.
Yeah, but the car is home Wednesday. It's been proven on video from these reporters.
Okay, but the parents originally said they picked it up on Thursday, so that's a lie right there too.
And they said it didn't leave the house until Tuesday, which was a lie because it wasn't there Monday.
The sister also could have been part and drove him somewhere up towards the Appalachian Trail and then drove the car and left it there. Like there could be so many involved that
He could
helped
have
him.
friends and stuff helping as well. Has anybody heard anything from any of Brian's friends?
I don't think Brian has friends.
Maybe not, but maybe.
I think Brian was one of those quiet ones in high school that didn't talk a lot.
That's what the people that have spoke up said. He's very quiet and he stayed to himself.
Yeah, he's got a dark personality. The things that he reads, and I just think he snapped like a little cracker.
You're saucy. We don't know about groceries before camping.
Hang
I
on
know
one second.
once the other day they ordered groceries and that girl brought them all in at one time and she had 2 armloads full of bags. I mean, it was a whole ton of food for just 2 people.
I think there is a reward for him as well.
Yeah,
Correct?
to
30,000?
150 no,
Oh,
150 grand.
gone up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Either he's very sloppy and he came back and panicked and whatever, but I just have a feeling that he came back sloppy and did all that because he knew that he was not going to play the game.
Monkey, I gotta check something. I might get kicked, but I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, she's gone. I just don't think that he totally could have played it off to the point where he probably could have got away with it.
I mean, he
Especially
hasn't had enough time.
especially after being pulled over by the cops and having those scratches on his face.
Correct. The cards are definitely in his favor for the beginning of this, at least.
I have to honestly think that he's dead.
I want him to be dead in some ways, but I want this one to go to trial, if possible.
Well, yeah, I don't think Brian Laundrie is going to go to trial. I think if they do catch him, he's going to pull a cowardly Chris Watts move, and he's just not going to want to deal with. I just don't see him going a trial kind of person.
My husband says he's pretty sure there'll be a standoff if they find him, kind of like a suicide at the last minute.
I could agree with your husband. I could definitely put that on the table. I just don't think he's coming out. He doesn't want to play the game.
Could definitely be it.
And if that's the case, then I don't maybe he's running till the last minute.
I don't know what he thinks he's going to buy himself. The more time he's in there, the more people are going to hear about him, the worse it's going to be. And at this rate, I hope it's the cops who find him and not somebody else because, I mean, even the guy who's out in front of the laundry house right now, I mean, people are pretty pissed. He's not going to have a good time.
Hi, Tessie Cooper. Maybe he's under his mom and dad's house.
Suicide by cop, maybe.
Unfortunately, yeah, there's no basements in Florida, but it was weird how they kept checking into that shed. Like there was something in that shed they kept maybe thinking a little underground room or a little lift something up kind of room. They were definitely in that shed. And he was probably sitting like 15 yards back in the tree with his little night vision goggles on. I could totally picture that little creeper doing that. For some reason, I just see him like the first couple of nights in those bushes just watching.
I think he is.
Oh, he's definitely dark Lanky. Lanky's like, I'm wondering if he's so narcissist that he's better than all of us. I think he's running like a coward scared right now.
I wonder if he's reveling in that he's so famous now. I mean, I know you say he doesn't want to be famous and maybe not, but the fact that he's the one who's getting the fame now whenever she wanted any sort of recognition with social media, I don't know. My mind goes weird places.
No, I love different opinions. Hi, Nori. I think that's definitely one that he could be, but why is he not coming out and being cocky in front of the media? Like, okay, well, here I am.
Monkey, can you drop a link? I have somebody that wants to come up and talk.
Sure. That's perfect time, guys, because I really got to take my dog out. Hello, Nori. I don't even know if I could see your last name. Is there an I there? Is that a NJ Boss? Oh, she's the Nori, the New Jersey Boss 23. Did I get that right? Hey, Soldier.
Hey, Soldier. Hey, friend Pants. Ray of Light, I agree with you. That's the sad part. If he's dead, we'll only know what science can prove, and It's speaking from experience that's a hard pill to swallow, unfortunately.
So
I
random
feel like
light, though, even if they catch him, do you really think that he's going to tell the details, or is he going to pull like a Barry Morphew or a Fotis Duelist or a Patrick Frazee? Like, where is Kelsey Barrett? Where's Jennifer Duelist? Where's Susan Morphew? It's almost a bittersweet blessing
Where's
that
Summer
Gabby was
Wales?
found. Where's Summer Wells? Where's Michael Vaughn? Where's Xavier Harrelson? God, don't get me going on that. Hello, Benton Resch.
it sucks having so many unanswered questions because it leaves the door open for so much conjecture and drama and just what ifs, and it never ends. And it ends up being built into something so much, maybe even worse than it actually was, because we don't know.
Yeah. I do believe, though, in my opinion, because I love everyone's opinions. That's what's great about people's opinions. But I just feel like if he is running and he's surviving in the wilderness, I don't think he's doing it in a swamp that's 75% underwater with snakes, alligators, bugs. Because I live there, and I know for a fact that if I got stuck out in the Everglades, even for a night, that the next day you would be so bug bitten, and especially this time of the year. And I don't see him surviving on the islands with the salt water unless he's got fresh water, because he is not going to canoe every day into town. Or was he going to do? Build a fire out there? They would see it. They would know right away that he was out there building a fire on an island, cleaning some water.
Well, on DeSoto, they have those little grill things right there, so nobody would really pay attention to that. And there's showers and a washing machine and vending machines.
But if he gets to that Appalachian Trail, and I'm going to actually go look real fast while you girls talk. I checked on dogs. There's no new updates on
What are the
anything.
odds that he's hiding in plain sight?
I think he's too much. I mean, he could be as long. I guess he's wearing some latex COVID gloves, but those tattoos on his fingers and his build. Even if he had a mask on, the build and hat, glasses, and those ivy tattooed fingers. I don't know.
Well, at this point, with them giving him that much of a head start, he could be flipping anywhere.
Anyway,
I mean, he's got ties in the Carolinas. He's got ties in New York.
I mean, it makes sense to send him off to the West Coast somewhere.
And he loved going to California. I mean, we don't know.
Or he could be at the Blood Mountain area. That place is so off the path.
And I mean,
if he's at Blood Mountain, I want the money, and then we're going to rent that bus I speak about, and we're all going to the Letitia Stout trial.
Yes, my husband's going to that.
Oh, I want to go so bad.
He lives in Colorado. We live in two separate states, so he gets to go do the fun stuff up there for me.
Why do you and your husband live in two different states?
He travels for work a lot, so it just makes sense.
That's probably a good marriage, though.
We got a lot of time apart, so, not having to worry about murdering each other. It's great.
Oh, gosh.
Pandora's, yes, they're definitely permanent tattoos.
Oh, the ones the family got?
No, the one on Brian.
Oh, yeah, those are permanent tattoos. I wonder how many people are going to go out off of YouTube and get Let It Be tattoos.
I've kind of considered it.
I don't know, but that kind of brought tears to my eyes seeing all four of them with it.
The closeness between the father and the stepfather is goals for any co-parenting relationship, in my opinion. That is amazing. I cried because of them.
Yeah, I cry too. That is like not only a blended family with having the kids that blend, they all blended. The husbands, the wives, the kids. It was like, and the mother. She couldn't even say Gabby's name without breaking down. My heart. I couldn't even watch it. I was dying. I was crying.
Hey,
That
Monkey, will you drop the link one more time? Heather just got back and it's too
I
far up
was
for her.
crying.
I hate to bring up
Yeah,
another
see,
case, but it's
me,
just crazy.
my daughter, my cousin, and his wife, all four got the same tattoo for my aunt.
Todd says, and I don't fry. I see your cry.
Well, we're glad that you don't fry too.
Yeah, we don't want you to fry. We want Brian Laundrie to fry.
Yes.
If they
Even if
catch
it's
him,
out in the
though,
sun.
he's going back to Wyoming.
That's a death penalty state. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That's a death penalty state.
Yep, sure is.
Well,
But
deserved.
but the only thing with that is it would have to be premeditated murder, and I don't see
Do
it.
you
I
know
don't
how
think
hard
he.
that is to prove?
But I don't think it was. I don't think he woke up and said, "I am going to kill Gabby today." I think
I
his
think it
way
was
of
a spur of a
thinking,
moment.
his crazy books, his crazy music, he definitely was a dark creature. I think he just snapped. But I'm curious to know, and I don't think we'll ever know, is if he tore the back of that van up while Gabby was alive or if he did it
No,
after.
he
Because,
tore it up while she was alive because
It was
August
in the
12th, the
police
picture that
videos.
you were showing is the picture of what it looked like on August 12th. So that's why she was so
oh,
flustered.
oh, okay. Because, see, I didn't know if maybe that picture was actually taken in the back of the lab when they seized the vehicle.
No, that was
Okay.
actually
Okay.
while she was alive. And then that
Mhm.
other picture that you were showing of his bedroom that you said the American flag, that
Uh-huh.
that's his 380 Taurus gun.
Yeah.
It wasn't a picture or I mean he's got the flag on it, but it's actually the registered 380
Yeah,
Taurus
let's look
gun.
at those pictures real fast of the house before they sold when they were going to try to sell it.
Yeah, they even dropped the price and they still couldn't sell it. They did a
Right?
lot of work on the outside of that house.
Good luck selling it now.
And well, somebody bought my aunt's house, so and she was actually killed in it. So
Well, that's creepy.
I know, right? And then somebody bought his truck that he transported her in. People don't care, unfortunately. I mean, I'm glad her house sold because the kids, couldn't afford to pay the note.
Right?
But
We're going
it's
to go
just
into full screen real
creepy to
fast.
think
This
that
is,
you're gonna sleep in the bedroom that she was in and then use the bathroom where she was killed. So,
Oh
ugh.
gosh.
I don't think so. I would have to gut out the whole one. Let me take down this comment.
Well,
I
see,
would
he
have,
gutted out the bathroom. He used to do that for a living. He used to do crime cleanup after the cases were closed and given back. He would do the cleanup. So, but he still screwed up because he didn't clean enough in the bathtub. But he took up caulk out of the bathroom, ripped up the carpet out of there.
yeah, I would definitely have to like completely gut that room out and change it around like the bathroom couldn't be where the bathroom was.
Mm-mm.
I
Well, what are
couldn't
you
do
gonna
it.
put there? Are you gonna switch it to the master bedroom, put the bathroom on the other side? Then you go sleep in there.
I'll put an
I'd turn
outhouse
it
in the
into a
back.
closet or something.
I'll go pee outside in a bucket. I'm not peeing in a bathroom where somebody was killed.
Pandora said, "I wonder if he's against fresh plastic bottled water." Yeah, it's funny that on some of her Instagram posts, that they think that he changed and that was put in there about the plastic bottles, but yet, on August 12th, she asked for a bottle of water and she drank 2 bottles.
Okay, so this property is that the house sits on is 10,000 square feet. And yeah, they did do a lot of work on it.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah, they had like even the back pool area, they had like weeds growing out of the concrete.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, they did a lot of work on the outside.
Hang
They
on,
need to work on
somebody's
the
here.
inside. It might be Heather.
After I show these pictures, I am going to welcome Heather. After
Is
I
that
show
who it is?
pictures, I'm going to go take my dog out real quick. Oh, can we zoom in any closer and see who's on the refrigerator? Hang on a second.
Hey, Heather.
Can we? I should do a screenshot of that and try to blow it up.
I wonder if I can do it.
Wonder what their note says on the refrigerator. So this is the house when they were selling it in 2000, trying to sell it in 2017. That looks like the master bedroom, maybe. It's 3 bedrooms, and this one bedroom's probably an office, is what I'm speculating.
I might have to leave and come back. Everything is wicked choppy for me, all the audio.
Yours, Heather?
What?
Yeah, we are getting a little bit of echo. I don't think it's just you, Heather.
And then here's the bedroom with the crazy books, the burnt flag, the Darth Vader, and then the gun. I would have to open this up on the other
Yeah,
pictures.
see on the bookcase, that tall one on the top, that flag looking thing, that's his 380 Taurus.
Yeah, and you notice the hat? He seems to like those straw hats.
Yeah, he does.
And then you got an electric razor, so this looks like a guy's bathroom. Or maybe that's a cell phone. You got another bathroom. This is probably the second bathroom where Brian and Gabby used. And there's the infamous shed.
Yeah, I want to know why they were looking at the back of that shed.
Yeah, this family loves some straw hats, don't they?
Well, it's Florida.
Some people, yeah, and there's the garage. The kitchen.
I wonder if the shed was used for storage or maybe if it was converted for some other use.
See, that's what I was thinking.
Well,
I
when
thought
they
that
opened the door, it was
maybe they had, before they left, they had put all of Gabby and his belongings into that storage unit, and then when he was going to come back on the 28th, that was the excuse to go back to put that stuff into another storage unit.
Right.
And maybe he never really did the storage unit, and maybe all the belongings were still in there.
No, they said that he went home to clean out an outside storage unit that he was paying for to save money.
Hey, look. Okay, well, there's our answer. Hummingbird has been digging into this like a little chipmunk digging a hole.
Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. It feels like this is all I do. I was sitting at the doctor's office today digging.
So that's the inside of the house when they were going to sell it in 2017. So we know that in 2017, she had not even met Gabby yet. So this was probably like a little Florida home from New York.
Benton,
and
these pictures are from 2017 when they tried to sell the house.
Exactly. So how old was Brian in 2017?
Well, that was 4 years ago, and he's 20, so he's 19.
So he was 19 years old when he had his room like this.
Yeah.
Little creeper. So that's it. That's the house. I wish I could see those pictures. I'm gonna have to.
I blew it up and sent you a screenshot, but it's blurry. You might have to pull it from the actual picture off of.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because when you think about it, in 2017 he didn't even know Gabby, so Gabby's not in that picture.
No, but supposedly the ex-girlfriend was around then.
Let's see if we can see if good old Brian. Got anything going on? Nope. He's probably sleeping. All right, guys, it's getting late. I need to take my ass to bed.
Same.
All right, babe. Thanks for having me.
What is it? Too iconic? Yeah.
Too
Make
iconic.
sure you join. Come to the Discord.
Definitely.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
You dropped the Discord. Hey, Slap. What did Slap say? I've never seen this one
Why not
before.
do search
Hello,
go
Slap.
houses
Why
to
not
house
do
to
search go
forest to
house to
forest?
house?
What does that mean?
Forest to forest.
Go house to house, forest to forest.
I honestly think that they're zoning in on areas and they're not putting people out at night to the reserve because I think they're trying to hone in onto a dead Brian Laundrie.
Could be.
Yeah, but they said they have covered
Okay.
all of that reserve with between helicopters and drones, all 25,000
Okay, I'm
square feet.
curious. People in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you think Brian is alive, and put a 2 if you think he's dead.
I did this already. Everybody, most people believe that he was alive. But there's way more people in here now.
1 for dead, 2 for alive.
I'm still holding up.
I'm putting 3 because I go back and forth. I think
he's dead. Hey, Jack, Fidel Ventura. I think Nicole Parrish. Hello. I think he's dead. Let me check on Brian, see if he's got anything going on.
Thinks that he's dead. So does Tawanda.
The update outside the Laundrie's home.
Ray of Light says alive and suffering.
One can hope.
He's not getting his organic food.
I know. I honestly also think that the parents helped him maneuver for him to go somewhere, and helped him get a little bit of a head start. But then when they panicked because maybe they found the phone because he left it at home with his wallet, maybe he didn't leave it in the clear open, and the parents didn't hear from him, and that's when the parents thought, oh, you know what, he might hurt himself. And that's the reason why they called FBI, because I truly believe if those parents knew where he was or if they were in any type of contact, they would not have called the FBI to say their son was missing.
Slap, those Facebook accounts and Instagram accounts that are supposedly him are fake. It's already been proven. His parents make me sick too, Soldier.
That fake Twitter account?
There's all kind of fake accounts.
Yeah.
Just like they said he accidentally went live on Instagram, and
fake.
One of our big researchers, she goes by Digger because she's really good. Anyway, she proved a video that was taken from, and it's just why would you do that? Just like we've had troll accounts with Gabby's name, Brian. I mean, this is a serious matter. How are you going to sit here and do, fake accounts and trolling? And it's just unreal to me.
Exactly.
It's sick.
What happened to Heather?
She said it was too choppy, that she appreciated you letting her up, and that was her first time ever coming up, so she's going to try again another time.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, guys, I just feel like I think they're looking for a dead Brian at the reserve. It's just my opinion, though. I don't think he's camping out there. I think if he was alive, they would have hunted him down. But the problem is that if he is dead and they're looking for him, they're probably going to have to figure out which alligator has part of him, and a couple turtles probably ate him, and then. Because the gators, what they do is they take their food down below after they death roll them.
Yep.
And then they put their food down there below the water until it gets nice and mushy.
Yep.
And then in between that time, you got critters and turtles and fish and mudfish and catfish and little shrimps, little sea monkeys, Brian shrimp. Little sea monkeys eating Brian. eating his little
Soja, I
eyeballs.
totally agree with you. The parents would be all over social media and using the media, outside their home to, be all concerned and asking him to come home.
Hmm. How long do you think they'll look for him if they are looking for a dead Brian before they kind of scale back and it's just kind of, if we find him, great. If not, we're not looking too hard.
Well, they've already scaled back tremendously.
Hmm.
And they're
That
just
worries
doing
me.
like today they were honed in on some lake out there.
Hmm.
So
But hang on, let me go look at something real fast. Let me stop sharing screen and
Canada
find
now
something.
has over 1K listening.
They is Tawanda, are you listening to the scanner? Okay, I just was thinking about that and I read chat and look. I told you I got spidey senses. Nobody believes me.
Hold on, I lose you guys, so
Just come back. We got you. Hi, Shirley Johnson. Hello, Eskimo. Did FBI take over? Yes. Slap FBI is now in charge of the hunt for Brian Laundrie. I hope that John Walsh finds him.
me too.
I hope Dog finds him.
Do you?
You want me to tell you why?
Yeah, tell us why you think you want. Well, why
I
you want
want
Dog.
Dog to find him because all these people that are so upset that he's on it. Oh, it was just a photo op. Oh, he's just trying to get fame. Oh, this. I hope that he finds him because who cares why he's here? It's the fact of getting all his people that follow him to look and pay attention and help and tips. And it just brings more attention to the case, more pressure on, the parents. And what they don't realize too is, he lost his daughter and she was only 22 years old. And Dog is a very sensitive person. But I just think it would be great to rub it in all these people's face that just want to badmouth him. Oh, well, what about, his past and he killed somebody and what about this? And who cares? He's doing more than a lot of people are. At least he's trying.
He's paying his debt to society, right?
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of us
What?
are out there doing what he's doing.
Well, yeah. And look, he brought attention to the Fort DeSoto. And the FBI then asked for video footage from the place. Before then, they didn't even look. They didn't even ask. They just now requested it.
Says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, so anyway, that's just my thoughts.
Let me go. I don't think I actually heard this video real fast. Let me get past the ad. This was them talking about the search at the Carlton Reserve today with the water remaining the focus. Okay, now let me say something. And I'm not an expert at any of this, but I might have my Uncle Dennis come on here one day. He lives in Trenton, Florida, Gainesville area. The one that used to run the airboats out in Holiday Park off of Davie Road, 595 expansion area. But yeah, like if they have divers out there diving in that water and those lakes that are infested with serious creatures, they're not looking for a Brian who is alive. And this is why they don't have anything going on at night, like in the summer wells with the helicopters with the heat, because by this point they're probably not looking for heat. They're probably looking for anything like a shoe, a hand, like an arm bone. Then they're going to have to hunt down the gator, and I'm telling you what, I'm calling PETA if they try to kill an alligator to find that creep.
I know, right? Because it's not worth it at that point. You can't get answers, so why bother?
Exactly. Save the gator and let him. And the reason why I think they're looking for him under the water is because I think that he is like turning into like mushy apple pie. Let's watch this real quick. Let me share my screen because I didn't listen to them out in the Carlton Reserve today.
Eskimo, I agree with you.
I'm going to look at chat in a second.
You suck at reading chat.
You know what? I do not suck at reading chat.
Yes,
Girl,
because
I
while
used to.
you were showing those pictures, I'm steady trying to tell you.
And I'm Stacey.
I know,
Schottel.
but you
Thank you
send
for
me
joining
text
us. The
messages to
search for
remind me because you
answers
know
in the
that I'm
Gabby
seeing
Petito
squirrels.
case
Okay, hang on,
continues.
guys.
Yeah, and today the search for Brian
Where is the? Oh, I have to unmute the site. 1 sec.
Laundrie, 8 on your side, confirming that the FBI now is in possession of surveillance video from 4. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Stacey Schottel. Thank you for joining us. The search for answers in the Gabby Petito case continues.
Yeah, and today the search for Brian Laundrie, 8 on your side, confirming that the FBI now is in possession of surveillance video from Fort DeSoto campground, but the nature of the video is still unclear. Now, in the meantime, the manhunt for fiancé Brian Laundrie continues at the Carlton Reserve.
Local authorities assisting the FBI tell us they remain focused on targeted areas with water, hoping the weather is now cooperating. 8 on your side's Allison Henning joins us live outside of the Laundrie home in Northport, where we have been for more than 2 weeks now.
Stacey, Josh, good afternoon to you both. So the activity here at the Laundrie household has been pretty slow throughout the day today, aside from the protesters that you can hear here behind me. But we do know the search efforts for Brian are continuing at a site less than 5 miles from this Northport home. It's been more than 2 weeks since Brian Laundrie was last seen by his parents, leaving their Northport home without his phone and wallet and heading for the nearby Carlton Reserve. The large-scale search efforts we saw for the 23-year-old last week have been scaled back since the FBI took over the search this week. We're told the efforts are now more targeted and based on intelligence. 8 on your side saw law enforcement blocking off the roadway leading up to the Myakkahatchee Creek Environmental Park entrance earlier today. Northport police tell us they were out assisting at the reserve, focusing on areas with water.
No, I don't understand why he's running. They're going to catch him. The FBI is involved. It's only a matter of time before they get their hands on him.
Brian Laundrie's attorney, Stephen Bertolino, told News Nation today, to his knowledge, the family purchased a new cell phone, but said it's the same phone Brian left at home and which is now in possession of the FBI. And coming up all new ahead at 5 o'clock, what we know about the Laundrie family's trip to Fort DeSoto Park earlier this month and how authorities are handling that information. Reporting live in Northport, Allison Henning, 8 on your side.
Thanks.
I don't know, guys. Pandora's karma. Out of all the vows, why write till death do us part? That's so haunting.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Fidel Ventura. Close. He did have 8 days to prepare. But I think that he was going to run as far as he could, maybe until Gabby was found, or yeah. I don't think Brian's coming out. I think he's coming out in a body bag. It's my opinion now. He has to get food unless somebody's bringing him food somewhere, but I'm sure they're watching family members, and I don't think Brian has any friends. He doesn't seem like the type that has friends.
No, and he didn't like that Gabby did.
Yeah, he was definitely getting jealous over the fact that Gabby was doing really great videos, but the way the back of that van is torn up says so much about his character.
He really didn't care.
It's almost like he just completely freaking snapped. That's why I can't wait till we start to read the first book next Monday. It's going to be fun.
Fidel, I see that you wrote that a couple of times, the energy drink, sandals, and sunglasses. Where was that confirmed at? I know baby Lisa said dog found personal items, but she never listed out what they were, to my knowledge.
Okay, wait.
They took pictures out there. Dog was holding a yellow zero sugar monster can.
Yeah, I saw that.
I heard someone say, I don't have Twitter, so I can't confirm, but I heard someone say on Twitter that they saw sandal footprints, but I haven't seen that myself.
Is it under a hashtag Gabby Petito? Those pictures?
I haven't. I've only seen them
I
on
don't know
James
what
Live and y'all's
yeah,
live.
I'm looking right now.
I don't know
I
what
think I
you
might
have
have seen
back
one on
there.
Facebook, but
Look at baby Lisa. She would be. She was tweeting more than her daddy.
Well, now they've got Justice for Gabby.
Yeah, I've been using that one for TikToks that I've made for Jay.
Hang on, let me share my screen. I've got about 10 more minutes, guys, and I've got to get to bed because what is today?
Today's
it's gonna
Wednesday.
be Thursday.
I work tomorrow.
I can't find the Twitter to the sandals and the sunglasses.
Are you able to post pictures and stuff in Discord? Because if I can find them, I can share them.
Yes, you can post pictures,
Yeah,
news articles, YouTube
everyone.
videos.
I have
Just
a
make sure
screen
you're in the right room when you post it.
But yeah, everyone that goes in Discord now, I think, only goes into the lobby.
Okay.
Right, H-Bird?
Yes.
And then we have the book. Oh, let me look real fast at the poll and see what first book we're going to be reading. Well, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to have the Audible.
I saw it on True Crime with Natasha.
I love the people that I've met, and I love the fact that my channel's been going for a year, and it's been like slow, fun, steady, good people. And I think it's really awesome. I'm not looking like for a huge because you know me, H-Bird, I'm laid back and just want to chill and hang and talk with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
You are laid back, and that's why your channel has been one of my favorite for the longest because it's all chill vibes, and I very, very much appreciate that.
Oh, only chill vibes, positive vibes, and like I said, I love everyone having their own opinion, but I do not think that we have to have arguments and dislike and hate each other because we think different ways.
Amen. We would never figure anything out.
Exactly. Okay, so I did a poll.
So
and I
Wanda
asked
said
about
that
which
she'll be
book.
listening to the scanner for you and DM you on Twitter if anything happens.
Hang on, let me drop this link to the poll in here real fast in case you guys didn't take it.
I can't take it from up here. I'm on my phone.
So Monday night, so we'll get you guys organized in Discord to have the book night. And then there's like a lot of rooms set up just like to chill and meet people and get to know each other. But then there's like a room, I don't know, H-Bird can explain it better. She did it. Like I'm just completely Discord retarded. Oh, excuse me, I said the R word. Oh my gosh. I am Discord dumb. We'll take that back.
You're a
Rewind.
Discord
I erased
virgin.
it. Hello, Luna Chick. I like that name. Exactly, right here. See?
That is a really cute name.
This is it. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. She's gone again. I like her. She is a really cool chick. I like cool people. Chill people. Wait, what happened to what I wanted to put on here? There we go.
You want to put, yeah.
Damn squirrel, get out of my bedroom.
I have no idea how Discord works. Discord is not hard. It's just, it's got chat rooms and you just chat away like we do here, except it's.
I got you, girl.
It's not online like everybody else. And then there's a voice room where you can actually go in and talk to everybody. We're just trying to get different things set up for Monkey to get her growing, and we're discussing some future things.
I don't
want
to super grow. I want to grow and have a great bunch. I don't want to be like where people, it's like I want to have I'm talking about a great group of people that eventually down the road we're like going to rent buses and go like check out trials and go here and go there and stuff and have like a once a year fun bus party. I'm serious. Link, you're not exhausted. Stop.
Hey, Monkey, can you drop the Discord link too? I can't since I'm up here.
Oh, that might be kind of complicated. So what do I do? Click the little girl and then...
And then before you go into a room, look at the top.
Lobby.
You'll hear invite, and then copy link, and then dump it in chat.
So lobby invites, create one.
If you're not in the room, you're just looking at all the rooms, and if you you see at the very top it says invite.
I don't know. I think this is it, guys. If not, if that's not it, I'm gonna post it underneath in the description to this video.
Or you can put it on a community post too.
Yeah, only fun, cool. I mean, you can be nasty and leave nasty comments and whatever, but you know what? You're not gonna stay. We're pretty laid back, but if you want to be mean and come in here with hate right away, then there's so many other places you can do that. Good night, Nita Phillips.
Did somebody come in chat and was ugly?
No one really comes in here and acts ugly.
Yeah, I've only had to kick out 2 people.
Tawanda, you going to bed? I'm going to bed soon too. I have to work at oh my gosh, 10 a.m. tomorrow.
You're going to be exhausted.
Nah, I got this.
She always stays up with me.
I think I'm gonna watch Don't Breathe. I want to see that movie so bad because I want to see part 2. Okay, let me check. Wait. I have to focus. We were on Twitter and we were looking for what items were found. Now, what are we talking about? Let's go back real quick.
Flip-flops, monster can, and I forget the
glasses.
Okay.
Supposedly.
And who supposedly found the items?
Dog.
Dog, yeah.
I saw the monster can because he tweeted it, but I didn't see flip-flops or sunglasses.
I didn't see those either.
Okay, who is Josh Benson?
He's a reporter.
Okay, is he any good?
Yes, he's on WFLA.
Okay.
Oh, that's JB, right?
No, that's the one that comes up there with JB.
Okay.
The one that has gone live on Twitter from his house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Josh is the one that went from his kitchen the other day and the
Yes.
baby was crying? Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on
I know
a second.
too much about this case. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, let me follow Josh. Yeah, you know, like, let me share my screen so everyone can take part in the madness that I'm looking at.
Can you drop the Discord link?
I dropped it. I'll put it in the private chat too.
I know, but I can't drop nothing up here, babe. I'm on my phone.
Okay, this is the Discord link.
I guess
I'm pretty sure that's it. And if it's not it, I will have it in the description under this video as soon as the live is over. Because Hummingbird will give me the correct one. I love that name, Lunachick. Is it almost like a lunatic but a lunachick? Is it like a combo where a little bit nutsy but love the moon? I love that name. Okay, I'm on Twitter. Let me share my screen. What are we looking for here?
Tawanda said that's the link that she just joined, so you did good.
Okay. So Josh Benson, 5 hours ago, Carlton Reserve. They're focusing on water. I mean, what does that tell you? Do you think they're looking for a pruned Brian alive in the water, like sucking out of a hose to get air?
But Monkey, they don't have to for sure be searching for Brian. They could have got hints and tips that he dumped evidence there.
You're correct. But do you think it's really going to take that many days and put that much manpower just to look for evidence?
But why would they put that much money to look for a dead body that's not going to give you any information?
Because they want to put a closure to it. They want him to be out and done and it to be over. If they thought he was anywhere else, they would put that money and that manpower in that direction.
Well, I also think they're looking other places and they're just not telling us because you know how tight the FBI is. I don't know. I go back and forth between dead or alive, to be honest.
Yeah, Megan Hallman says that right here. Can you ask if they are searching for Brian or evidence he may have thrown out there when he got home? I don't see
Who knows?
anything
Maybe
about.
he was smart enough to dump it as he went along.
Okay, what am I looking? Say, where was this evidence supposedly found?
The footprints episode. Wherever dog was hunting that starts with an E.
It's Egmont.
Egmont, that's it. Egmont Key. Okay.
Probably looking for him and Gabby's phone and other stuff he might have pitched into the swamp. Oh,
There's
we need Echo. Let me be.
According to Doug, his team, boat captain, wife, former agents, including 2 former Homeland Security K-9, and a few who don't wish to be identified. Let's see.
See, that wasn't me echoing because I just.
You know what? You might need to put like a microphone or AirPods in. That might be it. You might need like an AirPod or I think that's what she needs to put on. So you don't have the echo back. You have like an AirPod to put in. I don't think the scent anymore is going to be there in the reserve if he's underwater with a hose getting out some air with night vision goggles on.
I'm so over you and that stupid hose comment.
I don't know. Maybe they're torn. Maybe they're looking for a body. They're also looking for a live body.
See, this is a good question. Lorna Dollery says, how does Doug have Brian sent for the canines?
Brian Eaton was supposed to ask him that when he got in contact with Doug tonight. I don't know if he remembered to because I didn't ever hear him mention it.
And this guy, this girl, Gail James, says, perhaps the few that don't want to be identified are FBI, just a thought.
Thank you very much for helping us. We've been out here 4 or 5 hours, and this hunt will probably last through the evening. Get the dogs. We got all the dogs out here. We've got a team, the greatest team, one of the greatest teams. Make my kids all jealous. So thank you, brother, very, very much. Aloha. We appreciate it.
Aloha. All right, guys. Yeah, she's got to put earplug. Do you have 1 second. 1 second. Do you have earbuds? Why do I keep forgetting her name?
Me?
Yeah. To be iconic, is that it?
Yes.
Do you have earbuds or like headphones or a headset or?
If I'm echoing, I can cut out though.
No, but I'm saying for any, because we would love for you to come back up on panel, but I'm saying, do you have those for next time?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you just have a little backbeat, and sometimes you just got to put a headphone on.
Definitely.
Or an AirPod or something, and it just cuts it out. All right, everyone, thanks for coming in, and I guess we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you for coming up.
Thank you so much.
Iconic. I loved it. I love talking to you.
You too.
I love everyone in side chat. Everyone, have a good night. Stay vigilant and keep your babies safe.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, guys.